Okay, so our last and final stop is the Hospital de la Miséricorde, which was constructed in 1853. Unfortunately, this hospital has been closed down and replaced by the Jacques Viguier Long-Term Care Hospital. Nevertheless, I can still take you there and show you some of its exterior architectural designs and historical pictures of its interior to give you a visual idea of the site during the 18th and 19th century. While you look at the architecture, pictures, and artifacts, let me provide you with a brief history on the significance of this institution. During 1923 to 1939, the Catholic Church was still in power. Therefore, any woman who committed such an act would bring shame upon themselves, their immediate family, and whoever else they held dear. Unfortunately, not everyone restricted sexual intercourse to marriage, and many women ended up becoming pregnant out of wedlock. The lack of information and accessibility to birth control only worsened this problem. As a result, many women sought to conceal themselves and their pregnancies for fear of stigmatization. Meanwhile, these women still had to find a way to give birth to their children without giving notice to the public. In Montreal, as with pretty much all of Quebec, most health and social services were provided by Catholic religious orders, located between the Latin Quarter and the various working-class neighborhoods. The Institute of the Sœurs de Miséricorde took care of single mothers and their children. This institution was founded by Rosalind Cardon-Jette on January 16th in 1848. The Sisters of Mercy, as they are called in English, are dedicated to a single mission: to live the mercy of Jesus and the Savior with young girls and women who are pregnant out of wedlock and with their children, and also with married women who find it difficult to live with their pregnancy. In other words, Hospital de la Miséricorde provided a place where single mothers could hide and give birth to their children while being shed from public scrutiny. Of course, just as many other services, they also came at a cost. Many single mothers often had to stay in hospital after giving birth so that they could work to pay off the fees, such as those for delivery. These single mothers would also receive good and bad grades, which determined the term of their stay. Despite the advice of the sisters, many single mothers would often leave their children behind after giving birth. One of the most shocking facts about the mothers in this hospital was that they were often relieved to hear about the death of their children. However, as strange as this sounds, this abandonment and relief only occurred because it allowed these single mothers to conceal and erase their shameful past. Nevertheless, the sense of relief of these single mothers also allows you to understand the gravity of their situation. These mothers were absolutely terrified of the consequences that may occur should their pregnancy become public information. It is as if these consequences, entrenched by the Catholic Church and society, were far more horrifying than the death of their own children. Pretty interesting, eh? Alright, so that concludes our tour. So for the rest of the day, you guys will be doing something with your instructor, I assume. But right now, who's up for lunch? I know a really great French restaurant around the corner.
Created using Powtoon.